We are the restaurant brokers, and we sell restaurants.
We started the nation's largest restaurant brokerage firm over a decade ago.
Atlanta, Georgia was our starting point, but our brand is spreading nationwide. We define restaurant brokerage and help buyers just like these.
Our dream, our goal, open up a restaurant, loving life, serving people breakfast and lunch, and then enjoying the rest of the day with them and ourselves.
Buying an existing restaurant, leasing a closed restaurant space, or purchasing a restaurant franchise. We help buyers satisfy their appetite for acquisition.
I'm part of a husband and wife team with this fella.
Working with my wife has been a lot of fun. The ultimate goal for everybody here is to make this work. And because we have different strengths, we bring different angles to the deal.
The process begins with our powerhouse website, WeSellRestaurants.com, where buyers sign online confidentiality agreements and browse restaurants for sale.
Then we send buyers undercover to check out a restaurant and decide if it's the right one for them.
Buyers get our proprietary business analysis tool with all the financial details on the business for sale.
After studying the restaurant inside and out, it's back to our office.
We're deal makers. We write contracts and negotiate terms for buyers and sellers. That's why we sell more restaurants than any other firm in the nation. We are the restaurant brokers. Our name says it all. You're back on the air with the restaurant brokers, Eric and Robin Gagnon. Remember, you can find us online at WeSellRestaurants.com. Take a quick minute, like us on our Facebook page at Facebook.com/WeSellRestaurants, or catch up with us on our Twitter handle. We're at Sell Restaurants. We Sell Restaurants is your industry authority and source for information. And the restaurant brokers, Eric and Robin Gagnon. Today, we have got some great guests, Eric. We're talking to those who have been on the Food Network show Beat Bobby Flay. And I know that's your secret fantasy. It's not so secret now. You just told all of our listeners.
These guys did it for real. I am still dreaming about it. One day maybe Bobby will give me a call. Maybe I'll do like a chef and keep sending my entries, and they will actually, it'll be more like Bobby Flay ridiculed somebody. That'll be the name of the show for me to be on there, but that's another story. But let's talk about you guys after you got your claim to fame. Brian, you were a winner, and you guys competed all against Bobby Flay. What is life after that? How does that kind of help you going into a different direction, or maybe increasing your volume in your restaurants, or promoting your career to a different level? So how did that work, Chef Jackson? Why don't you get us started with that one?
Well, it's been kind of an explosion of things. I have a cookbook that's coming out this fall called A Smidget at a Pinch. I'm a self-taught chef, and so food for me is actually a second career. I was in finance prior to this. And food for me has always been a love of mine, and I really embraced my passion for food after kind of getting burnt out in finance. And that's really what the book is about. It's about how to cook as a chef without really adhering to the standards of it has to be a fourth of a teaspoon of this and it has to be a half of an ounce of this. Smidget and a Pinch is really about how a self-taught chef learns how to cook. So I've had that. I had a brunch series that I'm taking around the country called Any Given Sunday Brunch, which is great. I'm doing some pop-ups on both coasts, East Coast and West Coast. I go a lot between New York and D.C. and Miami, and kind of going over to the West Coast to L.A. So I'm doing a lot of things, and I've gotten a lot of great exposure and met a lot of great people from the experience.
What about you, Brian? You beat Bobby Flay. Did that change the trajectory of your career, or make something happen differently for you after that series aired?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The change was enormous. I mean, I could tell you right away, after the episode aired, business at the restaurant had increased by about 200-300%.
Wow.
We were already doing well. We were already, we started slow like many restaurants, and we kind of we're doing this nice steady rise. We were doing just fine. We were profitable, but I mean, just the amount of business that came in afterwards was incredible. I personally had never seen a business increase like that in my entire life. I began to have some people recognize me, which was really cool. And it has also opened up a lot of opportunities for myself. I'm very glad to announce that I'll be opening a Japanese rooftop beer garden in August in downtown Brooklyn. So that'll be my next venture. It also, even though the business was the restaurant was so incredibly busy after Beat Bobby Flay, it also allowed me the opportunity to hire more staff, and kind of after everything settled down, also allowed me to afford more time to spend with my family. And even though I'm busy again building this second restaurant, it's just brought a lot of things to me that I didn't expect to get so soon.
So
it's really been a blessing. I couldn't have asked for more, to be honest.
So it does really change careers and change lives. What about you, Adam? How about for Barteca Restaurant Group? Because you're putting more than just yourself forward for a lot of these shows. Has it changed what's happening within the restaurant group?
Within the restaurant group, I mean, everything that we can do to connect our chefs with the people who are coming in and enjoying the restaurant is a positive. It's a step forward. And if it makes somebody's experience that much better to have a connection not just with eating somebody's food, but with knowing that they saw their personality on TV and, got to root for them for a little bit, it's just fun. I mean, at the end of the day, we all go back to making sure that our restaurants are fun places, that our food is on point, that everything is delicious. The television thing can't be too much of a distraction from that. Like I said, if it makes people happy, then that entertainment side of it becomes part of running restaurants these days, and that's cool. For me, the best person watching it was having my 3-year-old watch it on TV and get excited because I didn't tell her that I was going to be on.
Oh, that's fabulous. That is just a great story. And I think for all three of you, you would do it again, I'm sure, but I'll just let you weigh in. Adam, would you do it again so that 3-year-old could watch one more time?
Absolutely. Ton of fun.
Okay. And Brian?
Oh, totally.
And what about you, Chef Jay Jackson?
Without question, I'd do it again.
Now, the question I have then is, would Bobby take each one of you on, depending on how that show went, in his favor or not? Do you think any of you have him shaking in his boots? Okay, all we get is a chuckle, no real answer.
Brian, I'm surprised you said you'll do it again. Since you won, I would just take my blessings right now and run, and just when I'm on top. I wouldn't give him the chance to.
Well, I think one of the great qualities of Bobby Flay and what made him have so much staying power is that he's not afraid to lose. He's not afraid to put himself out there and in the front lines, and I think that's what so many people respect about him because, some people would argue for a celebrity chef to lose on a signature dish that he does would be detrimental to his career, but that's obviously not the case with Bobby. I think that's a real testament to. I would love it if he did he challenged me to a rematch. I think that would be a lot of fun. But obviously, he doesn't have much to lose because he's already built such a great name for himself in this business.
I think that's a great observation. All of you, he is gracious either in defeat or in victory. He just and that I think is what connects with people on the TV. Was that what you experienced in person?
Absolutely. I think he made a great point. He's very resilient. He call him like the Muhammad Ali of chefs. Even if he loses, he always finds a way to come back stronger. Evidence of that, he got a star on the Walk of Fame the other day, so congratulations to him for that. But he is definitely fearless in taking on competition, and he's gracious again in victory or defeat.
Fearless in victory and defeat. That's a description by some of the contestants who have actually been on the Food Network hit TV show Beat Bobby Flay and survived to tell the tale here to the Restaurant Brokers. Join us every week as we satisfy your appetite for acquisition, feed the need for restaurant reality, and serve up a recipe for business success. We'll be right back after this brief timeout.